it's me, Cricket Song from Lunar Wisdom, and today's video is going to be discussing the question. I was given a question by a viewer. Why are people so spiteful? Why is this? And the question basically is, I'm going to read it. Why, if we are all ultimately one and united, are there mean people? Where does the will to harm others come from if we are all one? And I know that this is sometimes hard for people to understand, because if we are all one and united and all our spirit and all our energies are connected, then why would someone want to hurt others if you are in fact part of that which you are trying to cause harm? And I guess I believe that we are all God herself and are part of God herself. So I do believe that we are all one and we are and are of this. And the illustration I like to use when describing this is your hand. If you look at your hand and you take the idea that this hand is God herself or humanity or just universal source, we as individuals are each a finger or the thumb of the hand. So we are the hand, because without the fingers it doesn't really make the hand, and we are part of the hand. So we still have individuality, because this is the index finger, this is the middle finger, this is the ring finger, the pinky, and the thumb. We all have individual, and we can all act individually, but ultimately we are all connected by the hand. That's how I illustrate how we are, and that's sort of how I illustrate the different gods and goddesses coming from one source. So you can look at this finger and you can see that in and of itself it has an identity. It's the pointer and it does things, but whatever it does, it still affects the greater source, the greater part of the hand. With each of these fingers, with each of our individual personalities and spirits, we all have true will or an authentic self, or our main source of who we are comes from, I believe, a vibration of love, a vibration of harmony, a vibration of peace. That's our basic, I guess, signature vibration. It's the basic part of who we are. It's the divine, it's God herself manifested within us. It's that universal connecting energy vibration that binds us all together. All living things together is this vibration of love. That's us, I believe, in our truest, purest form spiritually. I don't believe that when we are aligned with our true authentic self and our true spiritual form, that we have a desire to cause harm or to be spiteful. I feel like when that starts occurring, that is an experience that we have manifested for ourselves, whether we are the one being spiteful or the one receiving the spitefulness, because we are in a physical form and have a desire to experience the contrast that we can experience here in this dimension, in this density. And that it's part of the purpose of being physical beings, to experience things and to take that experience and to expand the universe and to continue to create. I feel like that when we are in relationships with other people, whether they're with a spouse or whether they are with friends or family or just acquaintances or co-workers, in the many different relationships that we have with other beings, other human beings and spiritual beings, we sometimes allow their vibrational frequency, their desires and wills, and their desires of experience, of wanting to experience certain situations, we allow them to influence our reactions and our experiences because we're in this, whether it's a casual relationship or something more intense. And I feel that when we are in relationships with those that we care about or are invested in, like a spouse or our children, that we tend to allow them to influence us more than a casual acquaintance. I feel like when we look at the question about meanness or spitefulness, those are words that are very subjective to describe a behavior. And it's hard to really come up with a reason when these are very subjective, because I can look at a situation and say, oh, this person is being mean or spiteful. But then my viewer can look at the same situation and think that that person is not being mean or spiteful. Or that viewer can say this person is being mean and spiteful in this situation, and I may look at the situation and say, actually, they're not being mean and spiteful. So it's a very subjective thing. So to throw out a question like that and say, why are people so mean and spiteful, is very subjective. And that subjective, when we come up with our opinions, are based on personal experiences that we've had up until this point. And I feel like, again, it's so hard to, I feel like people have experiences that they want to experience. They have the contrast of love and the contrast of fear that we each want to experience, which is why we've manifested here on this physical plane of existence. We've said, I'm going to come to Earth so that I can experience joy and pain, fear and love, and everything in between. And I want to do this because I'm looking to expand the universe, because I am part of the universe. I am going to look at the human experience from as many different perspectives to expand the knowledge and the energy and to move forward. So I feel like these experiences we may label as mean and spiteful are just part of a expansion that is occurring. And if we do not want to experience these type of people, we just have to shift our point of focus and start creating and interacting with people we deem loving and nice instead of mean and spiteful. We all have different experiences we wish to experience, and some of them may align with our personal true will and desire and authentic self, and others may not. But it doesn't mean that they are not all beneficial to we as a whole, the universe, the universal source. So why are there people that are so spiteful and mean if we are all one? Because each of us have a life experience that we wish to fulfill, and some of them are going to be on different spectrums of the energy vibrational frequency that is occurring. Some may be super, super nice and altruistic, and some you may feel are mean and spiteful, but there is a wide spectrum of experiences and people out there. So if you come across people who are like that, my feeling is shift your point of focus, send them love, and move on and find people that you resonate with more so, because it's all subjective. As always, guys, until next time, I love you.